Hi, this is Jason Longer. Welcome to my review of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's in my top 100. One of the best comedies of the 80s, by far, along with Trading Places and a lot of movies I can figure out. Ghostbusters. Let's put it that way. Okay. I really like this movie because it's like very adventurous. It's one of those kids' movies that took risk. Like a PG family film, although originally it wasn't a family film, it was like just a Pee-wee movie, because that was before he did Pee-wee's Playhouse. So, for a PG movie, especially during the time of the 80s, it took a lot of risks. Like, there's one scene in particular with Large Marge, where Large Marge was telling a story of how, like, she was in a severe accident with Pee-wee, and Pee-wee doesn't look all that phased, but for the rest of us, we were freaked out. Not so much the story of Large Marge, but her bug eyes. That's the thing with me. When I was a kid, I had a thing about bug eyes. With Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, Michael Jackson Thriller when he turned into a werewolf. Those things. The eyes, though, it just freaks me out. And it's only there for like 2 seconds. Probably the scariest 2 seconds I've ever seen from like Large Marge. Anyway, the rest of the movie is really good, though. It's very adventurous. I even like the tequila dance that Pee-wee did in that one scene where he's trying to get out of trouble with Hell's Angels, or the Satan's Helpers. And if you watch the classic metal show like I do, there's this one biker that looks just like Chris Aiken. Although Chris Aiken would have been, what, a teenager at that point? When Pee-wee's Playhouse came out? Pee-wee's Big Adventure came out. So yeah, he did that tequila dance, and that's how the Pee-wee dance came to be. It's like one of the more famous dances of the '80s, right along with the moonwalk, the electric slide, the Cabbage Patch, numerous '80s dances I can think of right now. So anyway, it's a really good movie, and the love interest that was played by, which is the future Tommy Pickles, the future voice of Tommy Pickles, named Elizabeth Daily. She was kicking off her pop music career at the time, although it didn't really take off, but she got another chance at like fame by being the voice of Tommy. But before that, she was Pee-wee's love interest, or supposed love interest, Dottie. I think she did a great job with Dottie, though. To me, she's one of my favorite Pee-wee girls of all the movies, although I prefer Gina, but that's my personal preference. But she'd be my close second, because she's her character in the movie, at least, seems very relatable, and I think it makes the most sense with Pee-wee for him to be with. There's a lot of great performances as well, man. Of course, you gotta mention Francis, played by Mark Holton, the fat guy from Teen Wolf, and the fat guy from Leprechaun. He's the fat guy in almost anything you see him in. He always plays the fat guy who's kind of a dick. And this one's no exception, but this one's very memorable because he plays the dick that everyone hated. Francis is the guy that, like, I rank him one of the more top, like, 80s bullies, along with Stan Gable, Johnny Lawrence at the time, Biff Tannen, and what's another 80s bully I can think of, or rival of some sort. I couldn't think of any right now, but I don't want to bore you with the movies. Oh, Troy from The Goonies. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So if you love screwball, 80s, off-the-wall, like, humor, Pee-wee's Playhouse... Why am I saying Pee-wee's Playhouse? Pee-wee's Big Adventure is your movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you check it out right now, especially during the time that Pee-wee's passed away late.